This stove is nice and light. I'm liking this stove. It's got a nice little draft system right here. It's got a nice door that's tight. It's not gasket sealed, but it is tight. And I like these handles because you can handle them without gloves. I've got these Red Bird matches here, and it's like Red Bird has really upped their match game, because before I would take my match and I would put my finger on it and I'd push just to get a nice bit of friction and then it would light, but with these it's just like a little. So as you see, I got a really good draft going now, but a good way to get an even better draft sometimes is to have the door open just a crack, and it just sucks the wind right through there. I'm often asked why I clear the snow off every time I come. And some people think that it would provide excellent insulation, and yes, I think it would too. But the reality is, snow is so heavy, and right now there's a lot on there. And it's not even like a tenth of what we received this year. If I left the snow on all winter long, there would be a really good chance that the weight of the snow would just rip through the canvas. That stove, the front end is still smoking, and that's a result of it not being completely cured when I baked it outside. I cooked a really hot fire in that for hours, and it appeared to be over when I stopped, but right now you can see there is still smoke coming off of the stove. So I'm just going to let it bake with the door open. I'm really thankful that it's not too cold, and the heat from that stove is like really warming me up anyway. So this is what I'll have the door open for the next hour or so as this happens, and I think it's actually lovely. My body temperature is perfect right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fry some Spam. I'm going to make Spam dogs, like hot dogs in a hot dog bun. Extra old cheddar cheese, some mayonnaise, some mustard, a side of Canadian-made cheesies, and that's my late lunch today. I'll be honest, I've never had a Spam sandwich. I've had Spam before, and I've had Click, which is very similar. So this is going to be something new for me in terms of a sandwich, and I cannot wait to try it. I was actually surprised by the price of this. I thought it would be cheaper than it was, so maybe it's quality. Maybe it's quality. Not bad. Similar to flakes of ham. That's good. That's actually really good. Stove seems to be doing a really good job. No complaints so far. Minus 20 outside. Celsius, so it's just below 0 Fahrenheit. And inside we're looking at almost 25 degrees Celsius, almost 80 degrees Fahrenheit. So yeah, it's doing a pretty good job, I have to say. I often get asked about my wool pants. They're Millworks pants, and that's a Canadian company. I believe they're based out of Toronto, and I think they mostly do like like workwear, construction wear, whatever, stuff like that. And so, but they make these pants, man, and they are amazing. They're cargo pants, and I've gotten, like, normally I'm a 32 waist. I got these at a 36. They're a little bit of a small fit, but they're baggy and they're the most comfortable things in the world. I have braces holding them up right now, as you guys can see. So they ride really high on my waist, which is the most comfortable thing in the world. That's another reason why I went a couple of sizes too big. Anyway, yeah, Millworks. Check out Millworks. And there's another company too. I have a pair of Big Bill wool pants. And Big Bill is another Canadian company. And they distribute their products right across North America. They're Canadian made. And they might even make some in the US. I'm not so sure. But they've got an 18-ounce wool pant, which I have. It's similar to these. And it's it's like an army green. And then they also have a 24-ounce, and that's more of a forest green, I would say. Up north of 60 wears a pair of those, and so does Kyle at Kyle's Cabin. I noticed that he has a pair as well. And they're Big Bill. So either way, if you look up Millworks or if you look up Big Bill, you will be able to find some wool pants, and I highly recommend them. This path leads to my pea tree. I got a tree where I always go, and tucked in behind so no one can see. It's been about 10 minutes. I went outside and shoveled. And look at this, 35 degrees Celsius in the back of the tent. That stove is pushing out insane heat right now. You can really see how badly I'm steaming up here because of how hot it is here. So I'm gonna close it down a bit. Madness. Too hot. Just so you guys know, I'm not some kind of like canned meat maniac or anything like that. I had to try the Spam, and I just haven't had tuna casserole in such a long time. And so yeah, the last little while I've been just going to town on this stuff. But it's camp food to me. Camp food can be healthy. If you watch a lot of YouTube channels like I do, you know, there's bushcrafters out there who make exquisite meals when they go camping. I'm not necessarily like that. I like just a really hearty, feel-good, heavy meal. It's the kind of meal that just makes me think of home, you know? Do you guys have a meal like this that just reminds you of family? Just like something that brings you back to your childhood? Something that was really basic and easy to make, and just one of those meals that you couldn't wait, you know, to have like maybe once a month, once every couple of months, you guys would have it and you would just think this is amazing. I don't know. This was one. I mean, there were many, but right now I'm thinking of home eating this tuna casserole. Gotta say, the stove's doing a good job. It really is doing a good job right now. I feel like I've got it dialed in already, like just starting to really understand it. Being able to really fine tune the draft door is a really nice feature. And I love, like I said earlier, I love these coils. I can do it barehanded. The stove can really crank. It really can. It can get really, really hot. And you know, it's an XL, right? This is the extra large wood stove that Dave at Northwoods Fabrication makes. And it's a great size for a tent like this. And I think in the conditions that I'm in now, -10 to -20 Celsius, maybe -25, and it's supposed to go to -25 tonight, so we'll see. this stove is adequate for sure. I think it's really quiet. Like my Dragon stove, man, that thing just it's like give me fire. It's like honestly, it's like a beast, and it's my favorite stove for sure. I love that thing. And right now, I'm really appreciating this. I would have to say, because I've had a few, I've had 5 stoves in this tent. 5 stoves I've used in this tent. And right now, this is the second best stove I've ever used in this tent. And that's, I can easily say that. The barrel stove was amazing and really unique. And I love that stove for many reasons. But it was a smoke monster. Like that thing was hard to control the smoke. It had a really cool like barbecue in the top where you could like bake stuff. It was massive, a massive stove. And I just have it outside now and I just use it when I'm cooking outside. So I really still get to enjoy it and use it. But due to the amount of smoke, I just feel like it's better off being outdoors. Then my first ever stove that I had came from the Canvas Tent Shop. Decent stove. The door handle kind of fell apart on me a couple of times, and the gasket kept on coming off. The legs were pretty high. It was a good stove, a good first stove. I ended up selling that to a close friend. And then I had that stove last year that I put in that almost killed me because the bottom opened up and all the coals were falling out of it. That thing was garbage. This one right now, if I didn't have the Dragon stove, this stove would be the best stove. The stove did a pretty good job last night, I have to say. I filled it twice, and you can really control the rate at which it burns. And so I let the temperature in the tent drop pretty good, like minus, well, it was just below 0. So just below the freezing point last night within the tent. And I've got a really warm sleeping bag, so I was fine. I like breathing in that cold air too. There's something about being warm in a sleeping bag and then breathing in the cold air. It's just really, really pleasant. People often ask me about going to the bathroom here, and so what I have is this double duty bag. It's a double layered bag, black on the inside, with it's got like this powder in there that kind of like gels everything up, and then on the outside you have a really thick Ziploc bag, like super duper thick. So what you do is you put it in like this. Right? Open it up, give yourself some space. I've got the toilet top right there. Right? So there's my toilet seat. And then when I'm done, I just go like this. Don't touch anything. Roll it up. Zip it closed. You got a bag that doesn't smell bad because it's got that stuff in it, and it's sealed up. There's the tent right there. I came across to the island to get this tree. Yeah, I'm tucked way in there. That's the sound of a dead battery. So I'm gonna have to go charge it and come back and get the rest of this. It only takes about 20 minutes to charge the battery. That's almost better now than it was last night. Wow. This is the fattest tree I've ever gotten around here by far. I mean, those are huge chunks. Okay, well, that's it for me. Nice big load of wood here. Almost filled my whole storage area, which is great. I've got these beautiful splits for when I come back. This bag is ready to go, and I can't wait to come back. And I got to say that stove did a really good job. I'm really happy with it. There were no issues with it. Like, there were no problems whatsoever. It did what it was supposed to do. Anyway, I can't wait to get back. And if you made it to this point, thanks so much, everybody. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. I mean, just hit it now. Just do it. Just press the subscribe button. It doesn't matter. You're going to see me in your feed anyways. You might as well have me as someone that you've subscribed to. I know that the vast majority of people who watch my channel aren't subscribed, so it would just be wonderful. I would just love to see the amount of subscribers grow. I just want to thank everybody who's been watching. This year has been a great year for the channel, and I'm having a really good time. And so there's still lots of winter episodes left, like a ton. But right now I'm just, sending my appreciation to you guys for supporting this channel. And and I really appreciate you. Anyway, that's it. That's my speech for the day, and thanks so much for watching. I'll be back really soon.